Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. I'm See You Later, and it's good to be back with you again today. I have been busy, and I want to take you around and show you what we've been working on. I took some of those veggies that we found in the village from our adventuring last time, and I expanded our garden, so now we've got the wheat over here. And then I've got half this done with carrots and half of it with potatoes. I took those carrots and got us some pigs. So now we have chickens, pigs, cows, and sheep. And as you can see, we have quite a few of each. And I've been kind of using those as where I'm getting a lot of my XP from the breeding. In the last episode, I was a little bit concerned about what we were going to do with the horse. So I built a little temporary, well, maybe permanent, I don't know. But I made a little structure here for our horse to keep him safe. Put 2 fence gates here. If you want to ride the horse, you can ride him out. No problem. I don't take any damage from the fence there. And then if I want to get off, I can actually close the gates and he won't run away. Also outfitted him with some of that gold horse armor that we found. And he still doesn't have a name, so I'm still waiting for the girls to let me know what they want to name him. You might notice here as well, there is some glass over the mine shaft, and I'll show you that in just a second. Another thing that I worked on was I noticed while I was tree farming and fishing and picking up our sugar canes, that this is a home beach for some turtles, and so I spent the evening doing a little bit of some turtle breeding. So all you need is a little bit of seagrass for that, and they actually breed here on this beach. So this is a home beach for those turtles, and there's another area right over here. All of that effort ended up yielding me, I don't have it with me right now, but I got one of those turtle helmets, which is really cool. The turtle shell, it supposedly it contains a little bubble of air inside, so you get a little bit of a temporary water breathing effect. It basically just makes it so you can swim underwater for just a little bit longer. So yeah, so I was mostly breeding up. I did some mining. I was doing a lot more fishing. Like I said, I was really enjoying that fishing. Pulling a lot of great stuff out. So let's, I've made some changes in the house. Let me show you that next. So if you notice, there's a trapdoor there. So let's go up first. I decided to take out the bottom 2 rows of the chest to make room for an enchanting setup. I took some of that leather that we'd been collecting from the cows and the sugar cane, and I made us all the 15 bookshelves that we need to get full level 30 enchants. I've got a lot of enchanted books I was working on. Some of these I made, some of them I found from the fishing, and so now you can get, I don't have anything to show you in my inventory. But yeah, so now you can get the full level. Oh, here's a book. So let's see. I've got 13 levels of XP, and you can see I can get level 30 enchants. Sure, why not? Let's get an unbreaking book. One of the cool things about the books is, of course, you can take 2 books with the same level enchant. And as long as it's the same level enchant, so level 1 and a level 1 will give you a level 2, a level 2 and a level 2 will give you a level 3. So you can just keep enchanting now and then and earn yourself up some pretty nice enchants. Got some stuff over here. This Silk Touch Efficiency 4 came from fishing, and the Riptide one you saw in the last couple of episodes. So let's show you downstairs. Now I like the fishing. Don't get me wrong, fishing is fun. But like I said before in the very beginning, I wanted to do things that I haven't done before. And one of the things I've never done before is make an AFK fishing farm. So having covered that up with glass, and I covered this up with glass. So there, if you look down there, is some water and a iron door, and it's a contraption. I'll show you down there. I made us a little basement. There's nothing really going on in the basement so far, except for, so I made, now for the mine, we don't have to go outside, and we don't have to worry about sleeping if it's nighttime when we come up from the mine, because when we come up we'll be in the house already. And then also the reason why I don't have any pants on right now is because I was just testing out this AFK fishing farm. So let me show you how it works. I've got a really awesome fishing rod. I think you guys saw in the last time I was talking about putting together a couple and then ending up with one that had Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, and Mending. Well, I think that is the best fishing rod combination that you can get. And it never breaks because you get XP from fishing. So as long as you have Mending on there, you're going to always be fixing up your fishing rod as you catch fish. So basically how this works is, now this is not my design. I'm really not this tech savvy when it comes to these Minecraft contraptions. But the way this works is, if I just stand right here, there's a string connected to these two trap hooks, and the string is between the two. If you activate the string, see how the door opens? There, like that. It'll get activated by the fishing rod. And then what happens is that actually, when you catch a fish, that interrupts the right-clicking action. And behind it, there's a sign. Oh, it's not a sign. It's a item frame. And I just have, it doesn't matter what item you put in there, but you know, if you right click on that, see how it just spins around in a circle? So you can hold down right click and it basically entertains your right click action. So the idea is, I believe that as long as you aim right where the door is going to close there, so that you're not clicking on the sign when the door is closed, it reactivates your right click. So if I just get this in the sweet spot where when the door opens, I'll be right clicking on that item frame and spinning that wood plank around. So let me just show you. I'll just hold down right click and see how that item spins. And I'm just holding right click. Usually doesn't take this. There we go. So if you see, I just caught a puffer fish. I never let go of the right click, and what happened was, as soon as the fish got caught on there, I reeled it in. What was that? Oh, phantoms. Yeah, let's go check that out. I don't have any armor on right now. Those things are scary and loud. Holy cow. Okay, let me turn the sound down a little bit here. We don't need to be that loud. And let's see what's going on here. See. There. Yeah. Wow, those guys hit hard. The phantoms come out when you haven't slept from your bed for a while. If you let a few nights go by, I don't need them right now, so I'm gonna sleep. And plus they're loud and annoying. So anyway, yeah, so later on we'll use their drops to help repair our elytra if we get one from the inn. I do have looting 3 now on my sword. Again, that came from the fishing. Okay, give me a minute with those guys quieting down. Are you gonna die already or what? Okay, I think they're gone now. Yeah, they catch on fire when the sun comes out. So back to our AFK fishing farm. So while you're in here, you're just standing on top of this chest. You back into the corner. You aim at that corner of the item frame, and then hold down right click. And then when a fish jumps on your hook or whatever, you know, item, book, enchanted book, bow, it interrupts this action. The door closes, then it causes you to right click again, and then when you throw the fishing line over where the string is between the two hooks, it activates the door. So it's a really ingenious setup. This design came from Exumavoid, who is one of the Hermitcraft guys. And if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put a link in the description to his video in case you guys want to make one of these for yourself. So we're not going to AFK fish for this episode. I just wanted to show you how that works. So anyway, yeah, the water is just one water block, and it's being held in by this ladder. Now, if you make one of these yourself, you actually can make it on the surface and just climb right out the ladder. But I made it one deeper so that I could just put the glass there. You do want, for good efficiency, for this water block to have a view of the sky, and the glass counts as a transparent block. So the water thinks that we're still outside even though we're just underneath the ground. So yeah, it's pretty simple, and the water goes right on top of a hopper, so whenever I catch something, it doesn't even have time to go into my inventory before the hopper sucks it up and throws it into this chest. Now, there's nothing in this chest, so where's all my stuff? What I did was I made a little sub-basement here, and then we took this chest, it goes into this hopper, and then this hopper chain makes it so that items will go down to the bottom first, and they'll start filling up. So we have lots of storage, 4 double chests full of storage for an AFK session. So I'll use it and then let you guys know how it goes. Some people think that this is a little bit overpowered, or maybe it's not exactly legitimate, but it's a thing. I mean, I like making machines in Minecraft and mechanisms, and I want to learn how to do more. And I think that one of these AFK fishing farms is really great in the beginning of the game to get you some good stuff. So let's look. I've got another fishing rod with Mending, Lure 3, Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea. It is just as good as this one, and it came that way. It came right from the fishing session. So I've got a backup fishing rod if I ever need it. All these different kinds here can be combined as well. Bows, Unbreaking 3 Infinity, Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3 Flame, and this one has the Curse of the Vanishing, which kind of sucks, but it's Mending and Power 4, which is really great. So one of the things I did before as well was I found this bow from the AFK fishing, which has Unbreaking 3 Infinity and Power 4, and this one has Infinity, Flame, Unbreaking 3, and Power 3. So I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to combine these two so that I can get this one that has Infinity and Flame and Unbreaking 3, and then get that Power 4 to go on it as well. You cannot have Mending on a bow and Infinity. They don't combine. So yeah, so I'll probably just use this bow for repairing that one once we get some XP. I don't even think it really costs that much to do that. Alright, so let me throw that in here for a minute. I'll get my armor. We'll put the pants back on. I know nobody wants to see me running around without my pants on. And let me just grab some stuff here, because I do have a project that I want to work on with you guys today, and I'm going to try to make it so the episode doesn't run too long. I noticed that the last couple, well, I had to cut the last one into 2 separate videos because it went so long, and I think that was just poor planning on my part. I'm still trying to figure out how all of this stuff works with the making the videos and all that. So be patient with me, and I'm sure over time, I hope I say I'm sure, but I sincerely hope that over time the videos will get better and better, and I'll get more confident and maybe learn some better techniques. And yeah, so we'll just keep at it. I think the best thing to do is just to keep, if you're not good at something, you just keep practicing, and the more you practice, the better you get. And there's no reason to be ashamed of the first ones that you did, even if they kind of suck. Don't worry about it. So we don't need more than one arrow. What I'm planning to do right now is I'm going to go over to our little hidey hole from episode 1. And I think that's a great place if we wanted to. And oh yeah, by the way, those chickens, every time I walk by those chickens, I get 3-4 stacks of eggs. So you can see I was pretty busy doing some breeding and all that. So I'm hoping that they'll take care of themselves, despawn, so that I don't get too many entities, and then we'll start slowing things down. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get to it. So last episode, I think when I say last episode, I mean episode 5, I mentioned that I'd mined up this obsidian because one of the things I'd like to do is build a nether portal. And in order to do that, I'd like to do it away from the house because those things are annoyingly noisy. And if you have it like in your house, you just listen to it all the time. And I would like for it to be far enough away that I don't have to ever hear it if I don't want to, but close enough so that it's not too inconvenient to get to. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna, oops, I just heard a skelly. See what's up. I can have some goodies. Dark spot. No. This cave system must go underground. Anyway, so what I was thinking was that would be cool is I want to put the nether portal right over here so that it's just across from the house. It's not very far. And for our first build project, I'd like to build a bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this area set up for a bridge. I'm going to build a bridge that goes across here. And I'm going to clean this area up and get things ready. And as soon as I'm ready to open up the portal and set that down, I will be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and I have a bridge now. Laid the foundation for it, and basically all I did is I took the cobblestone and made a couple of foundations, and then put a little cobble there to represent the same. And then I just went with the natural lay of the land, and I thought that would look nice to span a bridge. It's not symmetrical, it's kind of asymmetrical. I don't mind. I think that's like I said, as long as it's following along with the path of the land. And it's pretty simple. It's just stone bricks and stone brick stairs in some patterns, and I left a little hole there in the middle pillar. I thought it might be neat. Later on we'll put some glowstone in there or something to light it up. Pretty cool. Now, one of the things I was just thinking about right before I hit record was I don't want to put torches here. See, it's I made it too wide so that it would be centered with the with a too wide portal. But these stone bricks are perfect. This is going to make a mob spawner for me, and I don't want to spam torches. Even if I did put torches, I don't want them to be off center like that. Mobs can spawn on these, and they can't spawn on the stairs that I have here. So what I was thinking about doing is I'll just take the I'll take out the whole span of the bridge that I put up for the floor part, and then just move it down by half a slab, and I'll turn the whole thing into half slab. So let's see how that would look if we do a little experiment here. So this part would make a step down. And yeah, I think we can make that work. Also, you wouldn't necessarily fall off if you were just walking across. Where I have it here, if I went to the side, I would go right up those little stairs there. So why don't I go ahead and tear this back a little bit, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like when we have it lowered by half a block. Alright guys, we're back again, and I've been doing a little bit of adjustments, but looking at this now, I actually kind of like how it's got these little holes in it now. It makes it look like these parts are holding up the railing for the inside portion. So let's take a look. I don't have any torches or anything lighting it up right now, and so this is a stair, so mobs can't spawn on stairs, and this is a half slab down one level, and mobs cannot spawn on those either. So even if we don't light it up at all, I believe this is mob proof. But so the sun is going down, and I think one of the things that would be cool is if we just kind of check it out and arm ourselves. Oh, I named my bow Unending Fire, by the way. Infinity Flame, Unbreaking 3, and Power 3. So I'd like to increase the power part a little bit. So I've got that other bow that I found when I was fishing. It has Power 4. As soon as we get some more XP, I'll do some of that grinding off camera, and I'll upgrade this guy at Power 4. So I have this whole edge of this peninsula lit up. Mobs usually, I check to see when they're spawning. I usually see them spawning over in that area. So should see mobs spawning already. Don't see any. Aha! Skeleton. Him. Whole bunch. Skeleton army. Okay, so if mobs are spawning over there, if they were gonna spawn over here, then they should spawn on our bridge if they were going to, but like I said, I don't think they can. So let's just see. Yep, there's a zombie up there on the hill. Now I might have to light up some of that area around there. See, there's a skeleton over there. Skeleton down there in that little cave alcove. Yeah, a bunch of zombies coming our way. No. Let's test out our bow. So 2 hit. A little bit of fire damage. Brings them down. Plus the 2 hit with the power 3. I think if we get the power 4, we'll see. We might be able to 1 hit if we pull all the way back on the bow and then let it go. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything, and that's telling me I think our bridge is mob proof. So even if it's nighttime, if we need to, we can run across the bridge over here, and we shouldn't have to deal with any mobs. I didn't light up this room, but just with those torches there, we didn't even get any spobs. What am I saying? Mobs spawning up in this area. So I'll put another torch in here. But yeah, I kind of like that. Pretty cool. Alright, so last thing we were gonna, let me go sleep real quick. Oh, I hear one of those gargle mouth guys. Ground mob. He makes a funny noise. Just rotten flesh, I think. I'll take that XP though. Alright, let's go sleep. All right, so let's go head over. I put 2 spots in the ground so we can put our portal frame up. And I'm just going to do the one right next to the wall here. So we can only come out of it one way. Now, if I need to, later on I can expand that so that we can, if we want to transport villagers or something like that. But that'll be a whole different scenario. So for right now, I just want to get to the Nether. We're going to pop in and see what it looks like real quick. I'm not gonna do any exploring on camera this time, but I will go off camera afterwards and check it out, and then I'll come back and let you guys know. So let's get our flint and steel. Let's light this bad boy up, and got lots of cobblestone, so if we need to protect it on the other side, we can. Don't want to have a gas catastrophe. All right, let's go. Now this is the first time it's loading, so it might take a second. We'll let it load in for a little bit. Frames come back. Frames really dumped just then. Okay, seems like we're in like a little bit of a ravine type area here. So let me, just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna F3 real quick, and then I think I'll do a screenshot just so we can make sure we know where to come to. If we ever get lost, we can go back and look at our XYZ coordinates. So we're at 1064. That should be pretty easy to remember. 1064. All right, got some quartz, which is great. Let's just pop up here real quick. Nether fortress. Oh, come on. I would love to be really close to a nether fortress so that we don't have to go too far to look for some blaze. Let's just peek. Oh, I hear a ghast. And we're up here pretty high. There's some glowstone. I do not see signs of a nether fortress close by, which means we're probably going to have to go do some exploring. So like I said, I'll go off camera and do some exploring. I'll probably go back and provision myself a little bit better than I am right now. And we'll see you again next time. So reporting to you from the Nether, it's me. See you later. Take this off. Can't see my face. And thanks again for joining us for another episode. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, as I always do, and I hope that you'll come back and see us next time. Until then, I'll see you later.